Hi, thank you so much for hanging out with me for another journaling session. Today we are working in my personal journal, which is the Daphne's Diary junk journal that I made. And today's spread was inspired by a little angel that I received from my very sweet friend and colleague Sonia. And it's a little angel. It's a little charm that I wanted to add to this spread. And since she's always so kind, I wanted to go with that theme of choosing kindness. And I know I've done something a bit similar before with a similar theme of, how you can be kind to yourself. But I wanted to do something else with that theme because it's such an important theme. And so here I am just stamping the words choose kindness on some very cute post-its. Unfortunately, this alpha stamp set from Recollections doesn't have two ends for some reason. So I had to split up the word kindness in two parts, but actually it's okay the way it turned out. So you can just keep watching. I think it's kind of self-explanatory what I'm doing on the page. And while you keep watching, I thought I'd tell you some things about what I was reading about being kind to yourself. And it's from an article that I read, which is called Why Being Nice to Yourself Will Make You Happier, Healthier, and More Successful According to Science. So apparently there have been many studies to show the benefits of self-compassion. And so it's like when we want to be a good friend to someone, we know exactly what to do. We know, if someone is struggling, then we're kind, we're empathetic, we're supportive. And if a friend, for example, was fired from a job or passed up for a promotion or dumped by their husband or whatever, we'd be there to listen, and we'd offer very kind words to boost their spirits. But when it comes to being nice to ourselves, most of us are actually even evil to ourselves. And so there are hundreds of studies apparently that show that when you're self-compassionate, you are less anxious, you're less stressed, you're less depressed, you're more happy, and you have greater coping skills. So it definitely makes sense to try to develop more of self-compassion. And so what I was writing about on that right-hand side was things you can do to develop this self-compassion. And so, for example, one of the things I wrote was to give yourself permission to treat yourself with the same care as you would a loved or friend. A simple acknowledgement that you are worthy of support and compassion goes a long way to breaking the bad habit of criticism and negative self-talk. Next, you can be mindful of the words you say to yourself. When you make a mistake or you let someone down, do you immediately tell yourself you're an idiot? Or can you acknowledge the error and promise to do better next time? Can you recognize that you are human and that all humans make mistakes? And lastly, what tone do you use when you talk to yourself? Is it harsh or disparaging? Do you silently scream at yourself when something goes wrong? Do you berate yourself? If you wouldn't use that tone with a friend or child, why would you use it with yourself? I think it requires a lot of practice, because I think we're all kind of used to really criticizing ourselves a lot and not giving ourselves a break. and I think we really need to do that more, and I can totally see that it would make us happier. I'm definitely guilty of being hard on myself, and I think most of us believe that it motivates us to be better if we're hard to ourselves, but these studies apparently show that that's not the case. So I think that's something we can all practice a little bit more. Now I just want to comment on this page a little bit. So you see that little bear that I put under the date? That is a very cute sticker from Hello Alice, and I will link her below. She also has a Journal With Me YouTube channel. She does really nice videos, so please go check her out as well. And yeah, I think the rest was actually self-explanatory. They were just bits and pieces I had laying around that I wanted to use. And yeah, I think it's all said for this spread. So I hope this inspired you maybe a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.